Hello, this is Probable Loss again, and I am bringing you a ZVT, finally something other than a ZVZ. I don't know why there are so few Protoss that sent me videos, but I do hopefully have some more Protoss games. I have 5 left that I'm going to cast. I think this is going to be my last one for at least a little while. After this, I plan on uploading a pretty large video package, which should be about another 5 games that I just cast. And the next 5 will be the last set of games that I have. And this is going to be between Oboeman and ZL Freebird. Oboeman, I guess, sent me another video, which I did cast. Or which I have seen already. So this is not a cold cast, unlike the other game that he sent me. The other one he sent me, he told me I had to watch, and then I watched this one, and it was also a pretty interesting game. So I decided to cast it. I honestly can't remember exactly what happened, so that's pretty good. As I said, ZVT, the blue Terran Freebird spawning in the top right, the red Zerg Oboeman spawning in the bottom left. I don't know about sending your starting Overlord over to a Terran base. Some players do it, some players don't. But a lot of times, if you're not careful, you can lose that first Overlord, which is a pretty big deal. Oboeman is probably going to go for a 15 hatch, which it looks like he is. And I would assume Freebird would be going into Hellions, but we'll see. It's way too early to tell exactly what the Terran player is going to do. He might. I think this may just be scouting timing, but he's saving up enough minerals for it to seem like he may do some sort of 2 racks, although he would have already thrown down a second barracks. Something that used to be pretty popular, I'm not sure if it's used that much anymore, was you would do a 2 racks pressure, and you would go right here, land one of your bunkers, and then if your pressure failed, you would just lift this bunker back up and pretend that nothing happened and land it inside your base. This Marine is going to stop the scouting of anything that drone is going to be doing. Still more Marines coming out for Freebird, continuing Marine and SCV production. Oboeman is just now getting his spawning pool up. So pretty standard timings, going for sort of an 18 pull, which after a 15 hatch can be kind of risky, but is in no means not standard. A lot of players will do that. Some players go for a 15 hatch and then a 14 pull. It's a little bit more secure, but then you lose a lot of economy just by trading off that security. But it looks like he should be okay because Freebird is just doing his own fast expand. So that means no Hellion pressure is coming up, so Oboeman doesn't really need to worry about trying to get spines up or any sort of semi-wall. And both players are just going to continue working on their workers. Freebird is being a little ballsy with these first few Marines, which is a really risky move, considering that he doesn't really have much defense at his own base. But I think he's trying to get the overreaction out of Oboeman, which he does. He gets him to spawn 10 Zerglings. Unfortunately for Freebird, I think what might happen to him is he's going to get Oboeman to spawn these 10 Zerglings. These Zerglings are going to destroy the Marines. They're getting a really good surround, a great surround actually, trying to do some stutter step micro to mitigate the damage. Picks off a few more lings than I would have suspected, but doing pretty well against those Marines. If I were Oboeman, I would be pushing out right now. And then Freebird going to land his command center on the choke. So not too sure what that's going to be about, but we will see. Morphing that into another orbital, just kind of walling off with it. That'll be a little bit safer, so he still has the economic lead, but he will be safe enough to get out this Hellion, which is enough to deny Zerglings from entering. But Oboeman, He sort of missed his timing. If he had pushed immediately after cleaning up those Marines, he had a brief timing window where he could have dealt some damage. But he's just opting to get his third, playing a little bit safer. And I'm actually going to cut the stream right here, just so that I don't waste more time, because my live stream caster is doing something really goofy. It keeps telling me that it is trying to connect to the high quality server, which is not the HD server, but I'm not sure if that's actually cutting out the HD recording that I'm doing, because I record it in 4 different qualities at once. So I need to stop it and see if it's doing anything crazy. If not, then I just ended this in an awkward way, but I apologize.